Okay.
Okay, you ready for this?
Nope, let's do it anyway.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Nerdy Psychologist Book Club.
Get ready to explore the magic and the mind games behind your favorite YA novels.
I'm Brandy Hawk, a trauma psychologist and proud book nerd.
And I'm Deanna Boys, a fellow book nerd and also an expert in psychology.
Get ready to figure out what is going on behind your favorite heroes and villains and what that means for us.
Welcome to the club.
All right. This is our first book club with a new book. This month, we're reading Heir by Sabaa Tahir. Reminder that every month we're going to read a new book, and then we'll spend 4 weeks talking about different people and different concepts within that book. And as a reminder, I am a psychologist. This is not therapy. This is book club. So Deanna, tell us about this book.
We are reading Heir by Sabaa Tahir, like you said, and I am going to try to not go too long on this synopsis, but it is a book. If you have read the Ember and the Ashes series, which is also by Sabaa Tahir, you will be familiar with this universe. This is a very, it's very big. It's a very complex universe.
It is.
It's really big. But this one follows characters about 20 years later after the Ember and the Ashes series. So you might recognize some of the characters' names if you're reading it. And I have my book from the library. I'm going to try to read this really fast. But an orphan, an outcast, a prince, and a killer who will bring an empire to its knees. Scary.
Very.
So it follows 3 characters and it has an interweaving kind of narrative, which I am telling everyone who is an audio book listener, it was hard. It was a little hard to follow. Other people who were maybe more versed at it.
I loved it. I thought it was great. There's 3 different people voicing the characters. So
yeah, that did really help. But it follows Aiz, who is basically a orphan in what's called the Kagari slums. And she is fueled by vengeance. And she is set on a journey to right a wrong or to enact vengeance for what she feels has happened to her and her people. It also follows Sirsha, and I'm saying her name right, Sirsha, who is they say down on her luck tracker who uses magic to trace her marks. Destitute, she agrees to hunt down a killer who has murdered children across the Martial Empire. Very fun. Sirsha's my favorite.
absolutely. She is by far the best. Well, her and Sufyan, sorry.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. Yeah. And then Quil, who is the crown prince of the empire and nephew of a venerated empress, but he is loath to take the throne when his aunt steps down. And it's just such a rich universe with so much. And also another kind of plug for getting the book itself. It has really cool, even there's a special edition one that has a whole, the map that folds out or something.
That's cool.
I don't have that
didn't
one.
know that. I don't have that one.
I have the library book, but it has the empire, it kind of has Tolkien vibes. So very fun. And you already said you liked it.
I loved it. I loved this book. Did you like it?
I did like it. I was, like I said, I really should have gotten the book straight off. Audiobooks, I love audiobooks and I listen to them normally, but I kept being wait, which character is this? Wait. Because what ends up happening in this interweaving kind of narrative, so it follows Aiz about 1.5 years before the other 2 characters.
Yeah, but you don't know that at first.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know.
So confusing.
So confusing at first. And you're wait, these characters are in the other chapters, but they sound different. And also, who's this other character? Which we should get into. But so it follows Aiz a little bit earlier on, and then it kind of catches up with Sirsha and Quil. And let me tell you, if you are a fan of a little bit of spice or a little bit of kicking your feet and giggling, I was oh my God, this feels like I'm getting flirted with too. And which does help with the audiobook. But it was hard to read. And it's so big. It's so much, but it was a really good read. Really good narrative, really good, really thoughtfully written characters. I always know when it's good when you really hate a character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you're like, I do not want to hear a single word that comes out of your mouth.
Never again.
I hate you so much.
Yeah. So, but before we get into that, what we do at book club is we always have a fun drink to go along with our book. So you heard a little bit about the concept and the characters, and we're going to be talking a little bit about what it means to be an heir.
Yes.
Which also it comes a little bit with desire and sacrifice, which is the name of our fun cocktail.
I love this.
So let's go ahead and grab our cocktails. Okay. They're ready to go. Cheers. Cheers. Recipe is on our Patreon.
Ooh, that is so good.
Oh my gosh.
It's so spicy.
I love it.
Not spicy, sour.
Like sour.
Yeah. Makes
so
my
good.
Lips pucker.
Oh.
Okay, now I feel like I can talk about this book.
Yeah. True book club fashion. Can't talk till we get a drink.
Have a drink. Oh, man, that's delicious. Okay. So, I want to talk about the title of the book.
Let's do it.
Heir. I couldn't get it out of my mind when I started reading it. I was like, why is this book called Heir? And then it seems obvious. Oh, it's called Heir because Quil is the heir to the kingdom. And then you're like, but it's not Quil's
But he's not the only
book.
character.
Yeah. It's not his book.
You're right.
So why would it be called Heir for one character when it's not that character's book? And then that got me thinking like, wait, what does it mean to be an heir? So let me pose you that question. What does it mean to be an heir?
Well, that is a really good question and requires a definition. And then I have a definition.
Like Merriam-Webster says.
Basically, because you kind of have to go back to like, well, what does it mean to be an heir? Because in general, in the way biology works, if you have a kid, you have an heir to your name or your biology or whatever. So like it could be in the sense of biology, like you're a biological descendant of me, or it could be in some kind of, I don't know, like cultural thing. What does it mean to you? Yeah.
I mean, I think that this book helped me really think about that, right?
Yeah.
I never thought of myself as an heir.
The heir to the... What's your last name again? That's actually this,
right? Because what is my last name? It was not always.
It wasn't
Hawk,
always. You're not actually the heir to the Hawk throne.
I am not.
You're not heir to the Hawk throne. You're the heir to the Merlot. No R. I just decided you're a wine now.
Most people do.
Yeah.
But so like I'd never thought of myself as an heir, but then this made me think like if Quil's not the only heir, then Sirsha's also an heir and Aiz is also an heir.
Yeah, if they're all the main characters of those stories.
Right. And so what is an heir? And I think that it's like being an heir means that you are trying to live up to the expectations that your family puts on you.
Oh, okay.
Right. You're genetically related to them, right? So all their stuff is also your stuff, right? The way you look, but also aspects of your personality and temperament, the way your body processes hormones, like all that stuff is coming down. Then you also grow up in a family and a culture. And so those families and cultures have values. They have ways of doing things, and you're heir to that as well. And then there's also belief systems that you grow up with, right? And so you're heir to belief systems, and then all of that comes to your family putting expectations on you. And then you have to deal with what that is.
And that's a big part of this book.
Yes.
Is all the expectations placed on them. Yeah.
By specific people and by the world and by themselves.
And just by existing.
Yeah. Do you want to dive into them?
Let's do it.
Okay. Who do you want to start with?
Can we get Aiz out of the way? I really don't like her.
All right. So let's start with Aiz. Actually, I personally think that the quintessential definition of what it means for Aiz to be an heir comes on the very first lines of the book.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. So the book starts literally first words. Aiz wished she didn't hate her enemies with such fervor, for it gave them power over her. But she was a gutter child, and the Kagari gutters bred tough, bitter creatures, ready to stab or scheme or slink into the shadows, depending on what the moment required.
That is so good.
And it goes on.
Oh, sorry.
What the gutters didn't offer was luck. Only a divine entity could bestow good fortune.
That's setting everyone up to fail.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't sound great.
Doesn't sound great. I know. Okay, I'm going to give her a little bit of empathy.
Okay, please.
She is set up to fail. Like, systems are against her. Her entire, life, she's in a slum. She's taught this way. The only way you can get out is by having a divine entity say, you can come out.
Yep.
Sure. I'm going to pick you. Which sets her up for being so easily exploited.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I can give her a little bit of empathy, I guess.
I mean, a little bit. We'll talk later in our next episode about really what happened.
Yeah.
But right, like she has these values and routines and ways of seeing the world thrust upon her in the gutters. She does not see the world as people who can help you.
Mm-hmm.
She sees the world as people who are trying to hurt you, and you have to do whatever you can to survive.
We're going to have another therapy session.
I mean, this is not therapy.
This is not therapy.
but
no,
maybe.
just like, yeah, just like, I think that's probably why IEs bothered me the most. And she's just so angry and focused, and like, she can't ever see the good.
Yeah.
And I am very different than that.
Yes.
Just a happy person. And I regularly come across people who don't, actually, this is a good side story. People don't believe that I'm always as happy as I am. But
they think that it's just an act.
They think it's an act. Like,
Yeah.
And especially like on social media, and you can't believe everything you see on social media, but what you see on social media is me. I am that ridiculous. I am
Yes.
that happy, and I am typically happy. And I remember talking with someone fairly recently where they were like, I really didn't know you were actually like this. So like, I think that's probably why it pisses me off.
Yeah, because she's so different from
so
you.
different from me. I'm like, all right, I'll keep reading you, I guess.
I think the things that pissed me off the most about IEs were when she met Quil, right? So like in the beginning, you're like, okay, yeah, like fight for vengeance. I can get behind you. And then she meets Quil and she's like, oh, I'm going to use him.
Immediately.
And look at how nice he is. I can use that niceness.
Yeah.
I'm like, this poor boy.
And he's just like a sweet kid.
He's a sweet kid who likes her.
I know.
And she's like, oh, I like him too. I can use that. And I don't like that.
And it wasn't necessarily coming from the all-consuming entity that was attached to her.
No, that was her.
That's her.
That's just who she is. And I think that is part of why I struggled with her the most.
Yeah.
Is because I wanted her to be likable.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good
Right.
point.
Like I wanted her and Sirsha to be kind of the same.
Yeah.
Right. Like people with good hearts that care, but are just like tough.
Circumstantial problems.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's not.
she's not.
But I don't think that she was raised to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's where that heir comes in. Like she is an heir of the gutters of kill
if
or
you
be
only
killed.
ever see all the negativity in the world, that's what you'll think is.
Yep.
Not to get political, but it is a problem with, police officers like this, where they definitely see people on like the worst days of their lives. And then they start seeing everybody like that.
Yeah. If we only ever see people at their worst, then we never think that there's the rest of their lives.
Yeah. We'll snapshot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So she's an heir.
She's an
as
heir.
well.
She's an heir to a lot of negativity.
Mm-hmm.
And also like not just high expectations, but like, or what's that word? Like when you like high threshold to like get out.
Yeah.
You're always striving for that. It is, all right, not to get political again, but very American dream.
Yeah. Like you start at the bottom, and if you work hard enough, if you push hard enough,
Then
you're
the
gonna
divine
get out,
entity will decide that you're good enough.
and you can get out. Well, but thinking about the expectations, right? So IEs also had the expectations of the clerics telling her, you're so good. Like Mother Div is going to choose you. You're going to do great things.
Just really reinforces it.
Right. And so she had this expectation.
Illusory truth again?
Illusory truth, hear it enough,
Yeah.
then it's going to come. But then she becomes the Telelesi.
Because, okay, that was actually a confusing thing. Did she actually become it? Or is it just she decided that she was?
Oh, that's a good question. Yes.
She did actually become it.
Well, I think
because I think I actually got confused in that part of the book was like knowing where the divine entity was coming from. It wasn't really coming from the divine.
So in that way, no, like
Yeah.
she's not truly the Telelesi because this thing is not truly Mother Div.
Yeah. Oh, can I also remind everyone, this podcast has spoilers.
Oh, yes.
Very
Thank
big
you.
ones.
Very big spoilers. Mother Div is not who this spirit is. So no, she's not the Telelesi because the Telelesi is coming with Mother Div. But also, yes, she truly does become the Telelesi because she has the power behind her. I don't know.
Interesting. And the power is being pulled from such a negative place.
Mm-hmm. Which is very anti what Mother Div really is.
Yeah.
Right, which we'll talk a lot more about later.
Religious extremism. Yeah.
So, I mean, so she's got a lot going on, right?
Yeah.
She is trying to live up to a lot of expectations. And then I think that's also part of what happens to her, right? Is that she gets a little bit of power. She feels like she is meeting people's expectations. And then she has to keep doing more to meet their expectations.
Not to also bring it back to me, no, I'm just kidding. But like to the sense of the world of like, what does this look like in the real world? Like, what can this look like?
Yeah. I mean, it can look like when you are growing up in an area that like you're getting put down a lot, right? You're getting a lot of messages to you saying that you're not good enough. You're not going to amount to anything. You should just accept what you are and leave it at that. I think sometimes people can accept where they are and leave it at that. And sometimes people really rightfully are like, no, I'm going to push out of it. I'm going to get past it. But then to be careful of what you're willing to do.
Such a good point. And this makes me think a little bit like of, sports and theater and movies. And like, you're coming from like, I built my career from nothing. I was living in the trailer park and then I got myself out. But then when you get yourself out and especially because you're not used to this, because it's a big culture shock coming from, the world of slums or whatever.
Yeah.
But in real life, when you go and you're like, oh, it's not that big a deal if they're asking me to do this like sketchy commercial. It's not that big of a deal if I mess with my values and I don't really care about this. I'll do it anyway. So
yeah, because I'm trying to get where I want to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take this, $1 million check not knowing what they're going to make me do.
Right.
And then like, I'm thinking like football players.
Yeah. And then once you have the power, right? So she's got Mother Div's power, like you're going to let that go.
Yeah. And then you try as hard as you can to maintain it.
Yeah.
And be mean to Quil.
Mean to Quil.
Poor kid.
Oh,
He's just
Quil.
like, I kind of like, okay, we don't need to switch yet, but I kind of like imagine him as like a empathetic person, like very, especially because his powers, but
yeah,
he's just always got like the emotions on his sleeve.
I agree. I mean, let's switch to him, right?
Let's.
I love Quil.
I love Quil too.
He is so great. And especially when you know his parentage, his dad is the worst.
Right? Like this is what you're like, okay, you had a terrible upbringing. Well, not so terrible, but you had a terrible dad.
Yeah.
So your genetics are
dad.
messy, or your social stuff. Either way. And you're this sweet kid.
So sweet.
Which, trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it, right? So Quil, I want us to go to page 44. Okay. So Quil is looking at a statue of his mom and he says, "Is this my fate then, mother?" He took in the high forehead he'd inherited, the full upper lip, to take the throne, to never be free of it. His skin crawled at the thought, not just because of the unending constraints of the crown. His aunt hardly had a minute to herself, but because he'd read enough history to know that power corrupted. His father, who ruled before Aunt Helene, was evidence of that. What if I end up exactly like him?
High forehead.
Yeah.
I mean, like a 5 head? I think I imagined him cuter than a high forehead.
I mean, it's a fun little thing to have in there, I guess.
No, I'm kidding.
Trying to understand what Quil looks like. He has a five or
I imagine him
high forehead.
a little bit differently. Maybe because I looked up some of the fan art.
I love that.
He's very good looking.
I mean, obviously, he's very good
He's
looking.
good looking. He's
got to be. No question.
Yeah. Long lashes, gold skin, dark
I love
waves, high cheekbones.
Of course. Obviously.
Yeah.
So he's the obvious heir, right? He's actually heir to the throne.
Yeah.
What do you think that would be like?
God, suffocating.
Right?
Yeah. Totally suffocating.
I don't think I would want it.
Yeah. And he doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. He can't even express it to anybody, really.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a little bit to his cousin.
To Sufyan, yeah.
Yeah.
He tells Sufyan about it, but I don't even know that Sufyan
fully understands.
fully gets it.
Yeah.
He's like,
Kinda
all right, fine, then just abdicate.
Yeah, like whatever, dude.
It's not that deep.
Not that deep. Sufyan's so cute. I love their story. I love their part of the story where they're picking at each other. And there's Leia
Laia is his mom.
Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's Sufyan and then
Aurelia.
That's the one.
Yes.
I like when they're all out bouncing about with Sirsha, not with Ais.
No, they're way better with Sirsha.
They are. Yeah. But yeah, it'd be suffocating to be actually royal.
Mm-hmm.
And but I wonder if for other people it might be comforting to have your path figured out for you and you don't have to think. That's just what it is, and that's where I'll be.
Yeah, like my dad was a doctor and his dad was a doctor, and so I'm going to be a doctor and take over the family business kind of situation. Like, I don't have to think that hard. I just have to do what is laid out in front of me.
Yeah. I always, this is going to date me, but Varsity Blues, I don't want your life. That's how I always imagine, I don't, that's the opposite, obviously, what we were just talking about. But it is, for some people, I think I'm probably helpful to just know where you're going in life and not have to squander your life away. I don't know.
Yeah. Knowing that your family is well off, right? You have resources, you're going to be okay. When you want to go to school, they're going to put in good words for you. When you want a job, they know people everywhere. That feels kind of nice from someone who doesn't have that, right? It's that would be so nice if everything had been sort of paved for me.
Yeah.
But also, then I wouldn't know what it was like to do it myself.
A little bit of a protective factor for your ego and for your self-esteem. This one didn't work out, but everything will work out.
Yeah.
Because I'm rich.
Right. Or because my family has so many connections, I'm good.
Yeah.
But for Quil, his family connections are not necessarily good, right? His dad was horrible.
Yeah.
From book 1 of Ember and the Ashes, he's the bad guy.
Oh, he's the bad guy in them?
Yeah. He's you hate, there's not a moment where you're oh, I like him.
He's just the bad guy.
He's just the bad guy. And at the very end, you're oh, maybe I can tiny bit empathize the tiniest bit, but you can empathize more with Ais than you can with Quil's dad.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I wonder if that helps too, when they're a little bit older versus younger. I wonder if there's a little bit of ageism, at least on my part, where I'm because we were talking about, so Quil has an Aunt Helene who's in Ember and the Ashes.
Yes, she's also one of the main characters.
A teenager. And I was just telling you, I was I don't like Helene.
Yeah.
And you're yeah, but you would like her in the Ember and the Ashes. And I think something about when you come across an adult who is the way they are, they're not going to change as easily as a teenager. They can't grow in ways that you see so easily.
Yeah.
So it is harder to empathize with someone who you're you're never going to change.
Wait, but also what do you not like about her?
I don't know. Maybe just the pressure she puts on him. And I guess maybe I'm sad for her too. I could be projecting my own problems. As book club does, kind of reflect on some of the things. You're like, every time she came into the scene with him, it always felt like she was just placing so much pressure on him and I don't know.
Yeah, but like she doesn't want to be Empress.
She doesn't.
She never wanted to be. She was never supposed to be Empress. And then that was forced on her.
Yeah, there was a sad scene. And so Quil, and I always forget like the name of what he has, but he can read minds, but not minds.
Yes.
He can read emotions.
Memories.
Memories, like a memory minder or something. There's some fighter.
I forget what the name is.
I forget the name of his, but he can read like what's going on in your mind, but he can also read just memories because they come out of everywhere. Like they have much more power. This is a magical world, everyone.
I love the magic.
And he decided to read his aunt's mind, and she just had so much sorrow and sadness. So like I did have empathy for her. I just found myself having less empathy, I think.
Yeah, because you see how it affects Quil, right?
Yeah. How
her need to shut herself off and say, everything that I did is worth it for this empire. And so you need to suck it up and be the heir and be the emperor. And you see how it's hurting him, and you see his little body and his heart breaking.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, you're so mean, mom, aunt.
Okay, so as a psychologist,
Yes.
who works with parents and kids,
Yes.
and you see this on a regular basis,
Yeah.
do you find yourself having a hard time empathizing with the adults that are causing their children harm, maybe, albeit not intentionally?
Honestly, no.
Really? Ooh, do tell.
Yeah. I think when I was a baby psychologist,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
It was really hard because I've always loved kids and I always wanted to work with kids. And when you work with kids, you have to work with their parents, right?
That's the way it is.
And so I think when I was a baby psychologist, I would work with these kids and then I would work with their parents and I would feel like, oh no, like why can't you just be different for this baby? But as I got, older and wiser and more experienced.
Like you had a kid.
Yeah. Also once I had a kid, you just realize that the parents, like they're
doing
our
the best
kids.
they can.
Right. The parents were the kids.
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
Oh my gosh. And they still are, and they revert sometimes.
Right. And
Yeah.
they're doing the best that they can. And usually they have really good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
And they just want what's best for their kids.
Or what they think is best.
Or what they think is best. And they just don't know the way it's impacting their child.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so I find that I actually really, really enjoy working with parents because they can be such a change maker.
Yeah.
Like what would have happened if Helene had been able to step back and have someone tell her like, hey, I know that you were taught that you're not allowed to show emotions and you just have to suck it up and get through. But your nephew doesn't have parents.
Right.
And he needs you and he is struggling with something right now. So you have to metaphorically remove the mask, right? And talk to him and just let him experience and tell him that he's not alone and be there with him. Like how meaningful would that
That'd
be
be so
for Quil?
powerful.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. Not in this book.
Not in this book. So we could talk about Quil forever and we're going to come back and talk about him later. But can we talk about my favorite character?
She's mine too.
Sirsha.
So much.
I think she is the coolest.
She's the coolest, and she's witty. Yeah.
She is witty.
She's witty. She's funny. And she's like, the audiobook, that's actually where it shined, was whoever was reading for Sirsha had her like down.
Absolutely. She
And
was
I was
amazing.
like, that is her voice. That is
Yes.
how I'm imagining her. She's just spunky and like resourceful. I loved her.
Yes. I love Sirsha. I think she is a strong woman. Like clearly she can take care of herself and she is funny and she has, it's just so much. She has so many layers in her.
Yeah.
She also has maybe one of the saddest heir stories, perhaps like
Illuminate our
being
readers
an
and
heir, not necessarily like the book, right? But being an heir, Sirsha was the daughter of one of the most prominent families. So her mom is a Rani, who is like the head of one of the magic clans of the Jaduna.
The Juna, yeah.
Yeah. So the Jaduna among this world are known as the most powerful people.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're the ones that have magic and know how to use it.
Real quick sidebar question.
Please.
Because Quil has magic.
He does.
But is it like in the universe? Is that normal?
So it's actually a whole thing with Ember and the Ashes in that the Marshals, which is what Quil is, thought that there was no more magic, right? That the Ember and the Ashes series kind of starts with this idea that magic is gone.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. Yes.
And then really magic comes back and people have magic.
And the Juna always had magic.
The Jaduna have always had magic, yes.
And they're like really far up there.
And so they've been sort of off to the side as the people who have magic. And Quil's aunt Helene has magic. You don't know this from Heir, but in the Ember and the Ashes series, that's like a big piece is that she has magic, and therefore, if the Marshals found out she has magic, she would be put to death.
Okay.
Right.
You're, selling me on Helene again.
So she's sort of hiding this magic that her magic saves people. She's a healer.
Oh, I know. You're selling me on her so much more now.
Along with all that, so Sirsha's got this really amazing family history, right? So she is part of the most powerful Rani clan, right, in the Jadunas, or her mom is a Rani. It's a Jaduna clan. But she's not the firstborn, right? So she's not supposed to be the heir. Her sister, who we'll also talk about, is the firstborn. But what happens on page 156 is that, oh, no, that's not true. What happens at another part that's not page 156 is that when she's born.
Oh, yeah.
The seer says, this is the person in your family that's most powerful. She is going to change the world.
She's the secondborn.
Secondborn, not first.
Not first.
Right?
First one was like, no, not with this one.
She's not it.
Not it. This one.
This is the one. And now she's got all the expectations of her clan on her. And then something happens. We don't know. I'm really hoping that in book 2, we find out more.
I kept searching. I kept being like, what is this? What did she do?
At least 1,200 people died because of her. Like, that is clear.
And I'm curious because there's also a thing about how she can't track using magic or something. She can't track magic or something.
That's because she's banished.
Yeah, she's banished. So
she's not allowed to.
Yeah, okay. But I was curious if magic had something to do with it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Okay,
but for whatever reason, she's banished from her family. And she's not allowed to use magic to track, which obviously she still does.
Yeah.
But
teenagers,
they'll do what they do.
Or, me.
So, but something that comes from her being a tracker, right? So thinking about the belief systems that we have. So on page 156, actually, she is feeling uncomfortable with the affection that Sophia, Aurelia, and Quil have.
Because they're so fun. They love each other. And they're like, banter. They're so cute.
And they're like, we like you, Sirsha. You should hang out with us. And she's like, oh,
yeah,
I like you. But no, I can't like you, right? She says, but that same affection set her on edge. She looked forward to it, craved it even, but she was a tracker. And trackers needed to move swiftly and selfishly with no thought of anything but the hunt.
Anything but the hunt.
Right.
And I feel like throughout, she's got like someone's words in her brain being like, focus on the hunt. Or,
yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of Quil too.
Well,
Quil
no, it's her blood oath.
It's her blood oath.
The blood oath is like, get back to the hunt. Get back to the hunt.
Yeah.
I know that you've got little romance forming.
Literally like kicking my heels. So cute.
Well, okay. Side note, this is YA. But
Wait, continue. Okay, wait.
But YA, there's typically no sex mentioned.
Yes.
Right? And if it's mentioned, it's like the smallest hint.
Yeah.
But there was spice.
There was spice. Okay, but like also, I did watch an interview with Sabaa Tahir and she talked about it being an adult fantasy. She was like, I specifically wrote this with a little bit of a more of an adult lens.
Okay.
And I'm so glad she did.
I'm so glad she did as well. It was so giggly.
So giggly. I loved it.
I loved it. I loved the little bit of spice, and it was just the right amount of spice where you're like, oh, I know what you're saying.
I know. There's like a scene where they're like in an inn or something and they have to share a room. And I was like, share a room. Book talk is like going to explode. This is such a trope. I love it. Please continue.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. I need to know more.
But throughout that, right, like we've got this cute little thing forming. And the blood oath is like, nope. And her history as a tracker, right, what her family has told her, our beliefs and our values are that nothing matters more than the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
None of this heart stuff, right? Like we'll tell you who you're going to fall in love with.
Oh.
And then the oath is going to make you fall in love with them more, right?
Yeah.
But like you just track.
Yeah. Which we should get into that in a second, but it does kind of like in the real world, it makes me think about like not marrying below or above your station.
Oh,
kind of
really?
like
yeah.
Social status.
Mm-hmm.
Like you only marry this type of person or even interracial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even, albeit, homosexuality.
Yeah. Like there's one type of thing that you should be doing.
Yeah,
one
you're
type
not
of person.
allowed. You're in this family. We ain't no whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Coming from the family values perspective of it, that's not who you marry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking of it when you brought up makes me think of marriage. I was thinking of it like how people more today are saying, well, I just need to work. I need to work and get to a certain place before I get married. Or I need to work and get to a certain place before I have kids.
Yeah.
Sort of that like one-mindedness of I need to track.
I will be successful once I get here and then I can do all those things.
Yes.
That's a really good point. And interesting. And I wonder what I was thinking there. I don't know.
I mean, I clearly was not thinking that. I got married at 21. I was like, no, I want you now. Like, we need to get married.
We're getting married now.
I want this life started. We're going to grow together. Our oath rings are just going to keep getting stronger.
We should talk. Yes. Okay. So now we've come to Sirsha's sister.
Okay. Yes, please.
And I can't say her name correctly.
It's Ritswana.
Ritswana.
Or Ritz.
The lady in the audiobook said it lovely.
She did such a good job.
So helpful. The audiobook is really good for that. Oh, that's what that word means. Oh, that's what that word, that's how you say that word.
There's a guttural stop after the first letter, which is what denotes you as a jejuna.
Oh, but then she's not allowed. But then Sirsha's not allowed to do it anymore because she was banished.
Yes. Yeah. So we dislike Ritz, and we really dislike Ritz.
She's just such a meanie.
She is a meanie.
She literally just shows up and she's like, "Are you two going to consummate your marriage?" Like not, but basically like, "Are you going to?
Are you really
together?
Are you really going to have this oath?"
Like, okay, be the government. Geez, like when you're like marrying for a green card or something,
right? She's like, "Oh, really? Because I will kick you out unless you take this oath."
Yes, yeah,
but not kick you out. I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. Yeah, it's a different kind of kick you out. Kick you out of life.
Okay. But also, Ritswana, we hate her. But we get it. Okay, so I just need to read. So remember,
do we get it? Okay,
right,
sorry,
we
that's
do.
me projecting.
That's you projecting. She's the firstborn. She's supposed to be the heir.
Yeah.
But then Sirsha comes and she takes that from her. But then Sirsha gets banished. So now Ritz is again the one in charge.
Do you think she really wants to?
I think she wants to, but she can't, and she hates it that she can't, right?
Yeah.
So we have Sirsha remembering something that Ditrudo said. So he says—
Page what?
Page 192.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right at the top.
Right at the top.
Says, wrath between blood runs deep, Ditrudo said when as a child Sirsha confessed Ritswana's cruelty. When she looks at you, she looks in a mirror and sees everything she was meant to be.
Oh.
Right? So she's horrible.
But she's just so mean.
She's so mean.
Vicious. There's like the word vicious on here somewhere. I just saw it. I swear one day I'll kill you.
Yeah. I mean, she's terrible.
Yeah.
We don't like her in any way, shape, or form, but maybe we kind of understand that she was always meant to be be second best.
Yeah.
And now she's trying to live up to Sirsha's expectations, but she's losing her powers and she can't do it, right? So she is feeling very insecure.
Which makes people act kind of crazy.
Yeah. So a lot of times I think the heirs that we see that we're like, oh my gosh, these people are so horrible. Maybe they're just really insecure and they're trying to live up to the expectations that their families have put on them that they can't actually live up to. And so they make up for it in meanness and putting other people down.
It's like the whole bully thing.
Yeah.
Because she's kind of a bully.
She's very much a bully.
Yeah.
She's very much a bully because she feels small inside.
Shows up out of nowhere.
I know.
Like, I'm here.
Whatever. I'm ready to kill you.
I'm ready to kill you at any moment.
Yeah.
Rude.
We do not like her.
Yeah, we don't.
Maybe one day in the future books, she will
be
redeemed.
I love a good redemption arc.
I love a redemption.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I feel like this book, well, it ends on a cliffhanger anyway, kind of thing.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, where's the next page?
Literally.
Why is this the end?
Why is this the end? What have you done to my characters? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Why isn't this one dead?
Literally, that one should have died.
Why wasn't Ai's dead?
Why wasn't she?
Presumably because in the future books she's still necessary for something.
I guess.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, like I wonder if Mother Div or the entity,
whatever. She's definitely going to come back. It's going to come back. I don't know.
It's going to come back. And it's going to come back in the other one, right? Because
it's very sad.
It's sad. But yeah, I kept looking for the next page too. It's like, wait, is that it? Is that
it? Okay, so we've talked about being an heir. I think we've come to the end of book club for today.
I think so too.
Okay.
I'm also leading on my drink.
I'm almost done with my done. Oh, you're further along than I am. Good job.
Yeah.
So reminder to everyone, you've made it all the way to the end of book club. So congratulations. Thanks for hanging out with us. Reminder to check us out on our Patreon to get all of our amazing drink recipes, our handouts, lots of more great content, and to like and subscribe.
Yes, please like and subscribe. We're on all the platforms, I think.
All the platforms. We have them all.
But thanks for coming to book club.
Thank you. Next week, we'll continue with Heir by Sabaa Tahir. And then if you want to be really on top of things and start reading for next month, we're going to be reading Fable for the End of the World by Ava Reed. Great. See you later. Bye. Great. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Nerdy Psychologist Book Club. I mean,
no.
I'm not.
You're not heir to the Hawk Throne. You're the heir to the Merlot. No R. I just decided you're a wine now.
Most people do.
Yeah.
How meaningful would that
That'd be so powerful.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. Not in this book.
Not in this book. Okay, we're going to pause now.
Sabaa Tahir, in case you're wondering, you could do this. You could do this.